setback this weekend on trying to restore Canada's supply chain. Highway 1, which had been reopened between Vancouver and Hope on Thursday, a vital link in the chain, shut down again. But even when it's open, it's slow going. This was the scene at a truck stop in Hope Thursday evening when one east-west route was still available. It took Gord Statham an extra 4.5 hours to bring a load of food from Calgary to Hope. He was so close to his legal daily driving limit that he had to wait here for another driver to take the trailer into Vancouver.
The mudslides has been brutal because we have no idea which way we're able to go, what roads are closed or open. The traffic is huge, especially for the truckers on the point of view, because it's just lines and lines and lines of trucks, you know, and you're not going anywhere fast, and people want their food right away, but there's nothing we can do about it.
The BC Trucking Association says every delay each way adds up. So give me some descriptions of what's happening to the supply chain right now.
You know, we've had to completely redesign and repivot everything. Anything that moves east and west just really had to find a different way to get where it's going.
The scope of the road rebuilding is staggering. Dozens of slides, washouts, and broken bridges are being worked on, some in areas where winter weather will soon set in.
We've never seen anything like this in BC in terms of how many highways have been impacted all at once. We have 200 sites across the South Coast and interior that were impacted. Some of these highways are vital for the movement of essential goods.
And so, south of the border beckons, an alternate to get between the coast and the BC interior. The U.S. government has taken away some of the red tape, but again, it all adds time.
The reason I go through U.S. because the loads must go, but the roads are closed right now, and I went 2 days ago, and it takes me from Calgary to Vancouver on 17 hours. We're working less because you have to slow down everywhere, snow. It's crazy. If you go through all the way through the Canada, going to Calgary, it's just trucks.
Rerouting is like 4 or 5 hour drives when we go Surrey to Kamloops, Canada-wise. Like now, maybe 5 or 6 hours extra.
So let's talk about north and south of the border, because we've talked to some truckers who have had to reroute, I guess. What's the upside and downside of that?
Well, what it's done is it's provided a relief valve. It's provided us with some level of access to be able to move east and west. It's really important to know that whereas you and I can go across into the United States in a light vehicle with some basic personal identification, the process is so much more complicated for a motor carrier.
We hear unprecedented as a way of describing so much that's been going on since the rain started to fall a couple of weeks ago almost now. From the trucking industry perspective, how would you describe what's going on right now?
Yeah, just absolutely extraordinary. We've seen, winter events and weather events where multiple passes are closed for a period of time. It might be 12 hours or maybe as long as a day and a half. We've never seen anything like this.
Gord Statham says it has been an anxious time for his customers.
Yeah, people were phoning like hours ahead of time, see where we're at, where the truck's sitting, or if it's available, when it's going to be here. And all we can tell them is like, when we hear that, you'll be the first to know when the truck's there.
And when you do arrive?
Oh, they're really happy to see us because we got it there. Yeah.